Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be making this video because I have been awaiting this readathon for what seems like months. Today we're going to be talking about my TBR for the O.W.L's Magical Readathon hosted by Book Roast. I am beyond ecstatic because when she first ran this readathon last year, I didn't participate because I was participating in other readathons, and when she announced it, it just seemed like so complicated to me, and I was like, no, forget it, and I never participated. And then she came out with the Newts readathon, and I was so upset that I didn't do the owls to be able to do the Newts. So I have been like awaiting this like cake because I love cake. So it's here. It's finally here. I'm excited. This is my third time filming this video because this is my third time changing my mind on my career. So whatever, we're just gonna roll with it. I have already mentioned in 3 videos the change of my hair, but I'm going to announce it again because none of those videos made it to the interweb. So yes, I have changed my hair. I have already washed it like 3 times. It's already a little faded, so you guys didn't get to see it in all its glory. But it's back to teal. It was supposed to be blue, but then I went teal because I am such an indecisive person because that's just who I am. So let's get into all the details and TBR for the O.W.L's Magical Readathon. So I'm sure you guys know already, the readathon is from April 1st to April 30th. I cannot tell you how happy it makes me that the first day of the month lands on a Monday. Is that weird? I feel like that is so weird. It just makes me happy. It makes me so happy that we start the week with a new month. That is just the psycho in me, I guess. The OCD in me, the Virgo in me. It makes me ecstatically happy. We get to start a new month on a new week. Can you get over this, Marcella? Can we just move on? Let's move on. So the career that I have chosen is to be an alchemist. Now, the only reason why I chose this career is because I want to read all 12 books. Initially, I was going to do The Alchemist. I started filming my whole TBR. Mid-video or towards the end of the video, I changed my mind to be a mind medic. And because I changed my mind to be a mind medic, half of my TBR had changed. I changed my TBR. I did my mind medic video. And then this was on Friday. I was supposed to upload this video on Friday. After the video, I got a horrible spout of PMS and I hated the video. And yesterday, Saturday, I was sitting there with my husband, crying to him, telling him my dilemma. And so he's like, just refilm it and go with the original one. And I said, okay, I will film on a Sunday, which Sundays are my do nothing days. So here I am on Sunday, going back to my original TBR to make my little heart happy. So yes, Alchemist it is. And I have 12 books here. That means I have to read 3 books a week. Thinking about the TBR is what really made me change my career mid-video last time because I average about a book and a half a week. So thinking about that, I was like, okay, well, 2 books a week sounds more doable. But you know what? I'm just gonna go full blown for the 3 books a week, which is what it would end up being for 12 books for the month. So enough chatting, let's get right into the books that I'm gonna read for the O.W.L's Magical Readathon. So like I said, I chose Alchemist. So because I chose Alchemist, we have to complete all 12 topics or 12 tests or 12 prompts, whatever it is you want to call it. I have my list right here with all my books written down. So if I keep looking down, that is why. So for the first topic, it is Ancient Runes, which is basically a retelling, and for this I chose A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. I have been so excited to read this book. I went and bought this book on release date, and here it is still sitting on I think I bought this one on release date. I could be completely wrong, but it's been sitting on my shelves and I've been looking at it. It's just such a beautiful book, and I am just so excited that I get to finally read this beauty right here. Next topic is arithmancy, and that is work written by more than one author, and for that I am so excited for this one. I have chosen Dry by Neil and Jared Shusterman. I have been wanting to read this for so long. It's a dystopian book, which my weakness, and I've heard so many good things by Neil Shusterman. I have still to read one of his books. Can you guys believe that? And I own like 10 of his books. It is crazy. And so I'm finally gonna get to read it. I'm super, super duper duper excited. Here we go again with the exciteds, people. Here we go again. Here we go again. The next topic is astronomy, and that is with star in the title. And I don't have this book yet, but I just ordered it from betterworldbooks.com, and it should be coming sometime this week. And I chose The Star-Touched Queen. Yeah, The Star-Touched Queen by Roshani Chokshi. I have such a hard time saying her name, Roshani Chokshi. And so I'm excited to read this one too. Can you believe that out of all my books, I didn't have, actually I'm lying. I did have one book with the star in the title, but that is The Fault in Our Stars. And I don't think I want to read that book just yet. So that's why I chose The Star-Touched Queen, which should be coming to me very shortly. The next topic is Care of Magical Creatures, and that is a land animal on the cover. And for that, I chose The Horse and His Boy by C.S. Lewis, which is part of the Chronicles of Narnia. This is book 3, and there's a horse back here, which you could barely see because it's really, really tiny. So I started reading the Chronicles of Narnia, I think it was in 2017, and I've only read the first 2 books. So this is a series that I've been really, really wanting to pick back up, and I took this opportunity and ran with it because the Chronicles of Narnia is so cute. Next we have the topic of charms, and this is basically age line. Read an adult book. And for this, I chose The Better Sister by Alifair Burke. And this is actually the book that I'm going to be starting the whole readathon with. I have this book scheduled for tomorrow, which is Monday. This was sent to me for review. It hasn't come out yet. It comes out April 16th. So that's why I want to get it in and out of the way on the first week of the readathon. So this is what's gonna be the opener to the Magical Readathon. I'm such a dork. I swear I'm 37 years old. I'm not 10. I promise you that. I promise you. Next topic is Defense Against the Dark Arts, and it's Reducto, title that starts with an R. This girl did such an amazing job with this readathon. She is just so clever, and she's just so creative, and just, she came up with this perfectly. I mean, it is incredible. Okay, so back to the books. For that, I chose Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I have had this book in my TBR, on like multiple TBRs, and I'm finally gonna get to it. This is a romantic suspense dark kind of novel, which I am excited to read about because I've heard nothing but great things about this book. So definitely reading this in April. I feel so weird doing a TBR because I don't do well with sticking to TBRs. The next topic is Divination, and that is a book set in the future, and for that I chose Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. My husband has been wanting me to read this book forever. I just wasn't in the mood for it for a really long time. He wants us to watch the movie because he caught part of it on a flight somewhere, and he says that he thinks I'll really like it, and I'm like, I can't watch the movie without reading the book. So I'm finally gonna get around to it. This could have been also for the title with the R on it, but you know, I chose it for set in the future, so I'm excited to finally get to reading this bad boy right here. Next topic is herbology, and that is with a plant on the cover, and for that I chose The Gilded Wolves. I am reading so many new releases in this readathon that it just makes my heart happy. This is also by Roshani Chokshi. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. But yeah, this is the second book by Roshani that I am reading this month, and I haven't read anything by her before, so I'm excited to see her writing. I've heard mixed reviews about this book, but nevertheless, what others don't like, others do. So I'm going into it with an open mind, but it has leaves and flowers, so this cover is just so beautiful. It's like breathtaking. So that is what I chose for herbology. Next is History of Magic, and this is a book that has been published at least 10 years ago, and this is the O.W.L's Magical Readathon, so of course I have to read a Harry Potter book. I am so excited. This is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and this is the first book in the series. I had actually started rereading the Harry Potter series back in January, but I only got 2 chapters in and I never went ahead and finished it. So I just thought it would be the perfect time to start rereading it with this readathon, and so that's why I chose this book. It was so easy. When I saw this prompt, I was like, that's it. That is the book I'm reading. So I cannot wait to dive back into this baby. Harry Potter. Harry Potter has my kid heart forever and ever and ever. Wow. So cute. Next we have Muggle Studies, which is basically a contemporary, wow, contemporary, and for that I have chose One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm excited to read something else by this author. I read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, the so famous Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I fell in love with that book. I fell in love with her writing, so I want to dive into more of her books. I know that her books are mostly romance, if I'm not mistaken, and have, you know, contemporaries, which is not something that I tend to read, like romance contemporaries. So nevertheless, I'm really excited to read this one and see what the fuss is about Taylor Jenkins Reid, because you can't just, you know, go by one book that you read, right? So I'm excited. Then we have Potions, which is basically Next Ingredient, a sequel, and again, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I was gonna say the Sorcerer's Stone again. So initially, when I changed my TBR to Mind Medic, I had to take these 2 books out because History of Magic wasn't one of the topics. And having to take this one out, I had to take this one out. So I had to pick another sequel, which I was happy with the sequel that I chose, but ultimately I was not happy with the overall TBR because I had to remove the 2 books that I wanted to read the most. I have fuzzies flying everywhere because of my sweater probably. I had to remove the 2 books that I wanted to read the most, being that this is a Harry Potter inspired readathon. I wanted to have Harry Potter in my TBR, and it bothered me so much that I didn't and that I couldn't read Harry Potter during the readathon that is the reason why I had to go back and change my TBR and film the video again, because this is ultimately the happiest piece or part of my TBR and of this readathon. So there we go. Book 2 is gonna be read too in the month of April, and my heart just couldn't be happier. And now for the last and final topic, which I could just cry of how happy I am to be reading this book. The topic is Transfiguration, and that is Sprayed Edges or Red Cover. It's sprayed edges and it's red. It ain't a red cover. Oh, it is a red cover. I just sounded like a witch. Let's get back to this. Crooked Kingdom. I read Six of Crows this month. We're literally on the last day of the month in March. So I really wanted to read Crooked Kingdom on the same month as Six of Crows, but when I saw the topics and this being one of the prompts, I decided to leave it for April. Leigh Bardugo is everything to me. I love her so much. I love everything she writes. I have read the whole Grishaverse. Now I'm gonna finish this duology and I'm gonna jump right into King of Scars next month. So it's amazing. I love her so much. My camera is blinking, so we gotta cut this. That is my TBR for the O.W.L's Magical Readathon. For the 100th time, I am so excited. That should be like my name, the excited book reader. I think I've said that already. Maybe I'll change it one day, I don't know, but Excited for this TBR, excited for April. Let me know down below if you are participating in this read along and what you will be reading. What's your career? Let's chat. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.